Hello children and welcome back to your English class. In the lesson of today we're going to continue working with the main content that was past simple, but today we're going to add another content that is going to be helpful for you. So I am going to remember that we are in unit number 2. Unit number 2, it's called Where Were You? And today we're going to work with question words, plus was and where. Okay, let's start with the presentation. As you can see here we have two pieces of dialogues. Says, where were you last night, Zach? Where were you last night, Zach? And the answer is I was at home. Okay, today we're going to focus on this kind of words that start with WH questions. I am going to highlight here. We're going to work with these kind of questions. Okay, so here we have a box, and the first question words is when. Okay, when were you born? When were you born? Second question is why? Why was he at home? Third word, where? Were you yesterday? Who was she? And finally, how old were you? Okay, now we're going to focus, and you have to pay attention that these kind of words that we're talking about, question words or WH questions, is because this kind of word starts or in the word has W and H, okay, that kind of letters. So the word when, it means time. So in Spanish, it means cuando. So when were you born hace referencia a cuando tú naciste. The word why is for a reason, okay? And this in Spanish will be por qué. La palabra why es de razón y en su significado en español es por qué. ¿Por qué estaba él en casa? Then we have the word where. Were you yesterday? The word where is referring to a place, okay? Remember that la palabra where está haciendo referencia a un lugar. ¿Dónde estabas tú ayer? The next one is who. This is referring to a person, okay? So in Spanish will be quién. ¿Quién era ella? And finally, how old were you? How old were you? And this word, it's referring to age. La palabra o la frase how old hace referencia a la edad. ¿Cuántos años tenías tú? Remember that was and were, it's referring to a past action. Recuerden que las palabras was y were las estamos utilizando para tiempos pasados. Okay, here we have the complete rule. It says we make questions with question word plus the simple past form of. Try to remember. This is the past simple of which word? Let's see. Of be, of the verb to be. Recuerden que las palabras was y were son el pasado simple del verbo to be. Okay, here we have a warning. It says watch out. We use was and were plus born to talk about birth. Sorry. Vamos a utilizar las palabras was y were más la palabra born cuando hacemos referencia a un nacimiento, pero en pasado. When were you born? Not when are you born. Okay? Remember that is in past, not in present. So here we have some examples. Why was he at school on Saturday? Who was he? Okay, now that we already checked the content, we are going to start with the exercise, okay? So we're going to start with an easy one. The instructions is the following. Complete the sentences with the question words in the box, okay? We're only going to work with question words. So as you can see here in the example, was the girl at the party. I am talking about a person, so for that reason I have to use who. Let's go with number 1, says where you when you left school. Try to think, let's see the answer. How old were you when you left school? Okay. Number 2, was Alice on Monday? What could be? You could also do like this, and you can put a line in the words that you already use, and then you have other options. Okay, let's see. Where was Alice on Monday? ¿Dónde estaba Alicia el día lunes? Let's go with number 3. Were you sad yesterday? Why were you sad yesterday? ¿Por qué estabas triste ayer? Number 4. Was Paul in London? When was Paul in London? Number 5. Were you born? Keyword. Acá tienen una pista clave. Born. When? Number 6. Was your favorite teacher in elementary school? Who? Because we are talking about a person. Very good. Number 7. Were you this morning? It's referring to a place, so could be where. Where were you this morning? ¿Dónde estabas esta mañana? Okay, let's go with the second exercise. Okay, in this exercise a little bit more difficult. We have to read the fact file and write questions and answer. Let's see the example. Says, who Jimi Hendrix? And you have to use past simple. So, who was Jimi Hendrix? And I pay attention to the fact file that you have here. And says we're going to answer, he was a rock guitarist, because we have it here. Let's go with number 1, says, where he from? Let's see the question. Where was he from? And the answer will be, you have to pay attention to the nationality, okay? He was from America, okay? Very good. Then in number 2 says, when he born. When he born. You have to pay attention here. It's the same as here, so you have to use was. When was he born? And you have, remember, birth with burned, and you have it here. So, he was born on November 27th, 1942. Okay, very good. Let's go now with Mozart. Number three, sorry. What nationality Mozart? So, let's see the question. What nationality was Mozart? And I pay attention to the nationality here. Here we have Austrian. And the answer is that he was Austrian. Number 4, why he famous? You have to pay attention that we're going to use was, not where. Why was he famous? Porque él era famoso. He was a classical music composer, and you have it here in the profession, okay? And finally, number 5, when his birthday. When was his birthday? And you have it here in the date of birth. His birthday was on January the 27th, okay? Okay, boys and girls, I think that are the exercises that we're going to do for today. And also we're going to do maybe another exercise on your book. So remember that if you have questions, if you have doubts, you only have to ask in class, okay? I am going to try to answer all those doubts. Okay, kids, have a great week, sorry. And I hope that you are okay. So bye-bye.